still really, really angry. Ah! Very, very angry. So I want to give a little bit of an update on Finnegan. He did go off to the vet and had surgery, but unfortunately it didn't work out as planned. He was a little bit like his dad Archie, that they just could not find his testicles at all. So we have a problem. It basically means this little guy cannot be neutered. So he'll have to spend the rest of his life as a lone, really lonesome little mouse that I have to give a lot of attention to. So he had a really, really rough time with his surgery. They said that they've never had a mouse who fought as much as he did, and he bit several people. And then he took forever to get under the anesthetic, and they had to give him more than they normally would. And then they couldn't find his testicles. So it was overall not a very good experience for anyone. And the poor little guy, he doesn't even get the benefits from all that stress, because I won't ever be able to have him neutered. And I don't really know what's happening. Sometimes if you have inbreeding, you can get something called cryptorchy, where the testicles just don't descend. And I think that's what's happening with Archie and with little Finnegan. So it means that I really do I've got a little bit of inbreeding happening. Luckily I had Lily in with my lot. So I have a few mice who aren't inbred at all. But this little guy, he is pure CreekValleyCritters mouse, so there's some inbreeding. And unfortunately, it has made him unneuterable. So he's going to have a lonely life. But I think with the big cages I give my unneutered males and a lot of free run, it makes up for it. And they're not unhappy. And just life could have been so much more for him. So, the little guy, he does not feel happy about what happened to him. You get a sense that he feels like he was majorly violated. And every time I touch him, that's what happens. He squeaks and bites. So, he did not have a good experience at all. So, he's very, very defensive. So, it's going to take a while for him to learn how to trust me again, because he did not have a good time at all. So I'm getting bitten, I'm getting squeaked at. All the signs that he was not happy about what happened to him at all. So it's going to take a while before I win his trust back again. Right now he's very angry. He feels like he was majorly violated and not happy at all what happened to him. And it was about 2 days ago that I had him neutered. Well, actually, no, it was yesterday. And I didn't film straight away because he was in a pretty bad way when he came back. The anesthetic hadn't worn off yet, and he was sort of doing somersaults, and he was in a lot of pain. But they did give him a painkiller, and I've got some Metacam to give him tonight. So, hopefully, with time, he will be perfect again. And he's in way less pain than he was before, so that's good. And hopefully he's going to forgive me. But right now, can't even come near him without the squeaking. Without the squeaking and the biting. He's not happy at all. He's doing actually really good. I was really worried about him when he first came home, because he was in so much pain. But he's actually looking really, really good. I wonder if I even have to give him Metacam. We'll see. If he shows signs of pain, I'll give it to him. If not, then I'll leave it. And he's actually doing really, really well. Yesterday, he was just a little huddle of excruciating pain and upset. And now, he's actually not looking too bad. Even though he's still really angry with me. He's still really, really angry. Ah! Very, very angry. And he'll come round. He'll forgive me with time, and then I'll be a sweet little guy again. Yeah, just right now, that was rough, and he's mad. But he's looking really good. I'm very, very happy. Yesterday he wasn't biting but squeaking at me, and much louder, and today he's biting and still squeaking but not quite as loud. Eating very well, pooping very well, peeing very well. Otherwise he looks really healthy and he's going to recover really quickly. I'm not worried about him at all. He's going to be fine. Just hopefully he will forgive me. Forgive me? Are you going to bite me? No. Oh. Now you want free run, but I can't let you have free run, sorry. I'm going to have to stay a little bit calm until you're fully healed up. Till you're fully healed up. Sometimes I think my mice are getting so spoiled that they're becoming little brats. If they don't get their own way, all hell breaks loose. Especially with this little guy. Elliot's not near as bad. He's much better behaved than this little fella. This little guy is a handful. Hey, you gonna bite me? You gonna bite me? Are you gonna bite me? Are you gonna forgive me? What you want? He's much better. Good little boy. Yeah, he's still pretty trusting. Just had a very bad experience. Very, very bad experience. Still really angry. No, he's still biting. He's still biting and squeaking. Okay. He has let me know he doesn't want me bothering him, so I think I will leave little guy. And I'm sure within the next few days he'll become his normal friendly little self, and there'll be a lot less squeaking and a lot less biting. And he's going to be fine. Right? How's Finny doing? You're looking much, much perkier. Oh, I opened up the door, didn't I? Yeah, it's dinner time. I'm going to be feeding you pretty soon. Eating well though. Very pleased. Yeah, not doing too badly. Are you going to squeak? No? Hi Finn. Let's see if you're still going to squeak at me or if you're going to be a little better now. Oh, a little bit better. Oh, hi. He's going to stop squeaking. He's going to trust me again. Oh, Finn. Trust me again. Oh, Finny. Oh, he's a love again. He's a love again. No more squeaking, no more biting. Just love. Oh, Finny. Glad you're feeling a lot better. I'll give you a bit of porridge tonight. Yeah, I think I will. Put a bit of painkillers in the porridge. And you should be right in no time. Oh, little Finn. That's my Finny. That's more like it. That's more like it. This is more what Finny's like. He's not always a squeaker and a biter. He's also a love. You trust me again? Good. I'll go make you something good to eat. Yeah. You want supper time, don't you? Yeah, you know what's coming. You know. Okay, just hang on, Finn. I'll go get you some supper. I have a little bit of porridge here for him that I've put his metacam in. And he's got a little bit of seed mix and some kibble. And he hasn't quite found it yet. Let's have a look. Oh, yes, he has. Of course. First thing he'll go for is a cheesy. Always get 2 cheesies every night. But hopefully, pretty soon he'll find his porridge and he'll eat his medicine. I sure love these baby food cheesies. Let's see if he finds his porridge. Ah, they like porridge too. Almost as good as cheesies, but not quite as good as cheesies. Well, maybe. Was that good? Yeah. I know, I can't let you run around yet. You have to wait until you're just a little bit better and then I can. So, I gotta leave you. Gotta feed everybody else too. Yeah, I've gotta feed everybody else. And look who's down here. Elliot's down here, and it's kind of neat. He can hear me interacting with little Finn, and so he's coming too. I got a little bit of porridge, a little leftover porridge for Elliot. Oh, it's all little bum. Hey, yeah, they were got kind of mangled. Oh. No, I'm sorry. Finn, you're going to have to wait a few days before I can let you out. He's getting angry. When he's angry, he bites. That was Mousy swearing. Not happy. He wants me to do his bidding. And he doesn't like it when I say no. Angry? Yes. You're mad at me now, aren't you? You're mad now. You're angry. You're angry. Oh, not that much. Still up for a little bit of cuddles. It was rough. Yesterday was a very, very rough day for little tiny boys. Oh. Elliot's still Elliot. He knows that I'm petting another mouse. It's usually Elliot who gets cuddles, hey? And Elliot was on my lap a little early on when I was editing, getting cuddles. Now it's this little guy. Oh, you've had it rough though. I'm not really sure yet if I'm going to have Elliot neutered or not. The vet that I usually get to do the neutering, she has been on maternity leave for almost a year now. And she'll only be back in June. So I've had another vet do it, and she's not quite as experienced. I don't think, though, it had anything to do with her. I think Finnegan and his dad, Archie, are just not formed quite right. But she's reluctant to do another neuter. And so, of course, that means that I have to wait till June before I can neuter anybody. And then by then, Elliot and Finn will be way too old. Plus, Finn I won't do again. He's obviously, I'm pretty sure there's something not quite right with him. But it means that I'm going to have 2 intact boys, and they'll never be able to be with others, so that's sad. But it means I have to give them a lot of loving and attention. To step up. Males are wonderful, but they also have a lot more work, trickier to manage. And neutering solves that, but if you can't get them neutered, it's very lucky with Archie. Archie's become infertile, so they took out one of his testicles anyway. So Archie is basically like another unneutered male, but these 2 are not. Oh well. Nice thing about having them on their own is they become very interactive. Like you're their main source of love and attention and affection. And so you get these cuddly little guys. And because you have to make sure that they don't get depressed from being alone, you have to give them lots of free run. And then they become really interactive. And you really start to see how intelligent mice are, because you're giving them so much freedom, and then the way they interact with you is really quite amazing. So there's advantages to having the little unneutered boys too. But it's a bit sad. They have much better lives once they can be with other mice. Oh, like that, eh? So early on I had Elliot on my lap and petting him, and they can be petted for hours, these little boys. They love it. But I got other mousies to feed. I'm going to have to put this little boy away. There you are. Now he's probably going to squeak. No? Okay. You got good food. Nothing to complain about. I will see you a little later. I know. Bedtime. Bedtime, bedtime, bedtime. Say no, 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 no. But he'll settle down. Good food. Nice cage. Nothing really to complain about.